Today, we celebrate North Carolina for being ahead of the curve. 250 years ago, on this day, May 20th, 1775, a group of brave patriots gathered in Charlotte and declared themselves free and independent from the tyranny of King George III. These were not professional politicians or even trained soldiers. No, they were farmers, pastors, merchants, family men. A full year before Jefferson put pen to paper in Philadelphia, North Carolinians had the courage to defy tyranny, to recognize that our rights come from God, to call for a new nation with new laws, and for a revolutionary system of government. Government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It was John Adams who once said, "A government of laws and not of men." If the USA is the best country in the world because of the audacity to write our own story, what does that say about the community that banded together to beat Thomas Jefferson to the punch by declaring independence from Britain 1 year earlier? Well, it says what we all know. North Carolinians knew best, and Mecklenburg's Declaration of Independence was ahead of its time. It was the seed of the American Revolution. North Carolina's very own Declaration of Independence exhorts one another with this statement, quote, "To issue, process, hear, and determine all matters of controversy according to said adopted laws, and to preserve peace and union and harmony in said county, and to use every exertion to spread the love of country and fire of freedom throughout America until a more general and organized government be established in this province," end quote. You see, I believe these authors were truly inspired, and I can't stop thinking about their charge to, quote, "spread the love of country and of freedom throughout America," end quote. You see, all of us can learn from this wise directive and sound advice from our founding fathers to be advocates for these enduring principles of freedom today. Their foresight in grasping the pivotal moment in history is absolutely remarkable. They sensed the imminent rise of an organized movement across 13 colonies to be free of British oppression and tyranny. Today, you and I are dealing with a different type of tyranny. Federal agencies were weaponized against parents and churches. Schools are pressured to teach our children that America was built on oppression instead of the ideals of freedom, faith, and self-governance. Citizens have been left by the wayside as tens of millions of illegal aliens have invaded our country. Unconstitutional emergency pandemic measures forced us inside for months and forced millions of Americans to take a vaccine in order to even keep their jobs. And for decades, our hard-earned tax dollars have been tossed into an ever-growing federal bureaucracy, which is rife with waste, fraud, and abuse. Well, fortunately, this past November, over 77 million Americans declared their own independence from the D.C. swamp, and they decided to send a Republican president to Washington alongside a majority in Congress. God willing, when all is said and done, Congress will have aided President Trump to secure an America First agenda by exerting our constitutional responsibility to legislate. As your representative in Congress, I want to channel the spirit of the Mecklenburg founders and blaze a trail that is marked by, well, their own words, the fire of freedom and love of country. I want to help Congress secure our southern border and ensure Americans can once again live in peace and safety. And I want to be your voice to help solve our financial woes, secure our children's future, and again be respected on the international stage. Today, on this special day, we renew our commitment to God, to country, to each other, and to the sacred duty of keeping the flame of freedom burning bright. I would humbly ask that each one of you continue to pray for us in Congress, that we may not stumble, but as Hebrews 12 says, let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and the perfecter of our faith. You sent us here to Washington to fight, 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 and fight we will. Thank you, and may God bless you, and may God bless America.